One economy in Africa. Niger is among the poorest countries in the world. You go to their market and see how many substandard goods you see there. You go to the market of Tunisia, a poor Arab country, you're going to see how many substandard goods are there. Poverty is never an excuse to sell substandard goods. And when it comes to corruption, unfortunately, we all have our hands in it. We all have our hands in it. How many here in this room didn't go to their uncle who got promoted or who was elected senator or governor to congratulate them and then look for their turn? How many? How many people here in their village when the corrupt chairman who was riding a bicycle suddenly drove into the village with a Land Cruiser, 100 million naira Land Cruiser? You went there like they did the old time in 1980 in Onitsha. I remember that because I was in the university. When there was too much problem at that time, all the Onitsha people decided, because people are not going to Onitsha to do business because you carry cash. So people keep getting robbed in Onitsha when they go. So the market was having problems. They got together because they know each other. They went to each other people's houses. They know this person. Okay, how do you make your money? Where do you make your money from? Within a few months, they took care of these people, and people were going with cash openly to Onitsha to buy goods.
That's the era of Voice.
Yes, thank you. I don't know what to call you, but I know it happened because I went there and I saw it. So corruption is all the problem of everybody. How many people, when you are contesting, I've contested twice, and I know how much I've spent, where people will come to you, they lie to your face, they will cry because you say you are saying the right thing. We need you in Nigeria. They will collect your money. The night of the election, somebody will come and add 1,000 on top of what you gave them as delegate, and they will vote for that person. I spent 6 months campaigning, feeding people, repairing their pit toilet, paying money for children's naming ceremony, paying money for a fake grandmother who is in the hospital. But the night of the election, I gave 25,000 per delegate. My opponent gave 27,000 and promised them keke napep. They voted for him, and they're still waiting for that keke napep. So please, I mean, we're all adults here, businessmen. Corrupt Buhari people who can solve it. But trust me, when I become DG, people will corrupt you. It starts very simple. You get driver will pick you up and drop you in the office, and then comes back to the house and wait for you Monday through Sunday. I said, go home. Go home. After I drop you off, the duty of the driver is over. Take the official vehicle back to the office. That's what you're supposed to do. The SUV that belongs to Sol, I should not drive it after work or on the weekend with my wife to church. That's what we do. On your own level, you change things. You make sure you try your best. But if you don't fight corruption among ourselves and make it impossible, there are certain positions in this country where if you are going to do anything, you have to get money to do it. Whose fault is it? Our fault, all of us. So please, it's okay to do this preaching thing and talk about corruption and everything. Honestly, it's sad. We have to address it properly. I can be forced to be corrupt if I want to keep my job. If I want to get a budget approved, if I want to get this done, if I want to get this done, I have to follow procedures. When I get a contractor, I have to make sure somebody is watching what the contractor is doing. If I send somebody to go and buy fuel, I have to make sure that he put that fuel in the car. Because the driver, instead of 10,000, he buy 5,000. Tomorrow, there is no fuel. Corruption is at all levels. So let's not, we are all Nigerians here, I beg.